Everyone, in this video, we are going to see that most asked in interview preparations is a question, and then interviewer also ask related to this topic question. So this topic's name is basically they explain about that call apply bands method. What is the use of that call applies and bands? Okay, so why we use that, and basically that before that they ask that do you know what is the call apply bands? Okay, so let's get started, and we are going to discuss about that call apply bands with the examples and with the process. Okay, so first of all, we discuss about that call. So call is basically this. It's a predefined method in JavaScript. Predefined method that is before it's defines on JavaScript. So this method invoke the method function by specify owner object, right? Whatever the owner have object. So according to that, they are going to invoke. Okay, so we are going to write a function. That function name is say hello. Okay, say hello, but inside the functions we are going to some write that console.log what we say hello. Okay, hello, and then we are going to also return that this dot name for whom you are going to say hello. Okay, so after that, so we'll see about that. We have written this function inside that say hello. Inside that we are passing that for whom. So let's suppose we have a variable object inside that, as you know, object how it's going to return like that something is written. We have a key inside that object, and we have a name for whom name are you I'm going to calling. So my name is Saurabh. Okay, so here you are going to calls. So when we are going to execute, so what happens? Let's say hello. Inside that we need to assign that object, right? So how can we assign? So say hello dot calls, and inside that we can put object. Okay, so what will be the output? So now you can see that output is coming something like that. So like that, that's mean the output is coming hello Saurabh. Okay, if you are giving some space here, and then it will be look good. Okay, so how it's going to look hello Saurabh, right? So it's basically the call method. So inside the call method, allow to object use a method another object, right? So it's a call method allow to object use inside another method. So you get that how we can use that object inside the call property. Call property is basically in the calling the object inside another object inside a function as this parent use. Okay, so I hope you get that call method. Okay, call method. Okay, basically the call method inside we can pass a single argument as an object. Okay, now we are going to see that apply method. Okay, apply method. Inside the apply method, the same thing is there, but we can pass the inside apply. We can pass the argument inside the call method. Take arguments separately, and where applies method the take arguments. Inside the call method takes argument separately, and where apply method takes argument as an array. Okay, so here in the apply we can take as argument array. Okay, so we are going to say function say something inside that something we can pass some message. Okay, that message we need to say. Okay, so that message we are going to pass, and we are going to return this message. Okay, so but so we are going to return now this message plus that message name. Okay, so we have this dot name, this dot run. Okay, so basically we have a name of users. Okay, and with user we are saying, and we have a message. Okay, so here we can call that random this message. Okay, because we don't need to reference give the parents, we are directly passing that value, right? Message. Okay, After that variable we have a object apply. Okay, inside the object apply we can pass that name of users. So name as we can pass the same Saurabh. Okay, name we can pass Jati. Okay, after the passing the name, now we have to invoke that function, say something, right? Say something inside that we are using the apply method to say something dot apply. So inside that we can pass that object apply. Okay, object apply we are passing, and also we can pass that value of a message. So message inside that pass would. So this what will be the output? Jatin's is good, right? So output is what coming? Jatin is good. Jatin is a good, output is coming, right? You can say if we pass that more message, good, bad. Okay. So after that, how we can call here? So here we can write message 1. After that we can write a message 2. So as you can see that here we can pass the inside that argument two times. Okay, so message 1 and plus we need to give some space. Inside the space we are going to write or, and we are going to give message 2. Okay, so now you can see that you can pass the argument how it's awesome things, right? In the calls we can pass the single object, right? Single value of arguments. In the applies we can pass the arrays of the argument, and it's going to immediately invoke that functions and it's going to execute that object, right? So now you get the point what how's the awesome the things is there, right? So here you can give that, look that output is our coming, like that's output, what this output is coming, right? Jatin is good or bad. So I hope so you get the apply method also. But now come to the pictures of that bind method. So bind method, what we do, this method returns a new function where the value this keyword will be bound on our object, see, and provided as a parameters. So bind method is something different, right? So let me explain the bind method. Okay, so the method return a new function. This method return a new function where the values of these keywords will be the bound to the owner object. It means whatever that object have inside that, we will bind that object, right? But which is provided as a parameter, but it's not going to invoke. When we are going to again call that functions, then it's going to invoke that. So first inside a one object we can bind the things, but we are not going to. If we call again, then it's going to invoke. Okay, so we have a functions. Okay, inside the function that we will going to some give that function. So inside the function, let's suppose we have a variable. Variable name is details. Okay, inside the details, this is object. After that we have a function that is name display details. Okay, display details, that is function, and inside the display details we will some pass the details, right? So let's suppose one we have a vehicles, so we have a vehicle number. Okay, vehicle number, v number, that is a vehicle number, and v name. Okay, so we have a v name, matlab ki vehicle names. Okay, we are going to return what we are going to return. Not we are going to return, we are going to simply we can return here. Okay, not going to console will see. Okay, so in the return this dot we will return that names. Okay, so we will return a name for with whom I am calling that vehicles. After we will return what? we will return one more things. We will return the vehicle number. Okay, vehicle name. Okay, and then we will return what? V number. V number, that's in vehicle number. Okay, so like that we are going to something return. Okay, so okay, so now we have a variable person. Okay, that person name is person. Okay, inside the person we have that person name. Person name is something like Sobhal, or the person name will be the Suraj. Okay, that Suraj, and after that we have that variable details of persons. We tell details of person, that's where that have that person name, the person vehicle name, or the person vehicle models. Okay, the vehicle numbers. Okay, so details of the person. Okay, details of honor. Okay, we have a details of honor. So what will we call? So first of all, call the details function. Okay, details dot, then we call the display details. Okay, when we call display details dot, we will call, what will do, find. Okay, inside the find we will pass the person as well as the person vehicle number. We are going to pass something. Vehicle number UP 78 and AH 2984. Okay, 2984. Okay, that is the vehicle number, as well as we will pass that vehicle name. So vehicle name bullet. Okay, so that is the number, and that we have the person. But what do you think? It's going to immediate invoke, but it's not going to immediate invoke because we are binded that object, right? We are bounded that function, but we are going to immediate. No, it's binded. Not if the same like that call applies, right? The inside the call we can pass a single argument. We can apply the vast multiple argument, but in the bind we have binded all the things. Okay, when we are going to call the details honor, then it's going to execute output. Okay, details of honor. So now you can see that Sula's bullet have that number UP 28 So I hope you get that somehow point what is the call, apply, bind. So mostly interviewers ask about that what is the use of that call and apply. So do not you have to go in the depth. They are asking in the, you can explain in that theoretical format. If they ask about that, so then you can go to the code and write down code. I hope in this code you will get the point how the call apply bind is working. So I hope this video will be very informative to you, and if the video is good, then you can like the channel, like the videos, and subscribe the channels, and hit the more icon for the, if you like, then you can share on the LinkedIn and Twitter and all other social media platforms. So thank you so much for watching this video. See you, so signing off.